and the test result came back as... Hey everyone, I'm Scott from Myelitis and welcome back to the 10th episode of Scott's Story. In this video I'm going to be talking about 2 years on since my transverse myelitis attack and the result of my most recent MOG antibody test. So first I'll talk about my 2-year anniversary. So my very first attack, and so far touch wood my only attack, happened on Monday the 7th of March 2020, and that's when I started to first experiencing symptoms of the transverse myelitis, starting with small ache in my lower back which then expanded and ended up me being bedbound and having no strength in my legs and no sensation from like the chest down. And it's been 2 years on since that time, and it was a bit weird because I did feel a little bit of deja vu this time. So back 2 years ago I was sitting 2 accounting exams. I'm still training to be a qualified accountant. At the time back then I took 2 exams during that week, and I do believe that the stress of those exams did contribute to the attack, but that's maybe a video for another time. I had a bit of deja vu this time round because I was also sitting another accounting exam, going through the same experience of having to revise the exam and turn up. Did feel a little bit of deja vu, and around this time I've definitely felt like I've been much more aware of what my symptoms currently are and if they change on like a day-to-day basis. This time round it did feel like that some of my symptoms were changing around that time, that some of the pressures in my body started to become aches and then they turned back to pressures again. And also, if I had been out for the whole day, my body would tend to feel much more tired than usual. Now, I don't know if this was actually happening or if it was just because I was very aware of all my symptoms around that time, where it could have just been because I was paying a lot more attention to them. So I'm not too sure what to make of it, and overall I'm not too concerned about any of these changes. If you're enjoying this video, please be sure to give it a like and subscribe to the Myelitis YouTube channel. When you like the video, YouTube is more likely to recommend it to other people, so we can continue to raise awareness for MOG antibody disease and similar conditions. A quick question of the day for you guys watching. When you approach an anniversary of your attack or diagnosis, do you feel like you become more sensitive to changes in your symptoms? Let me know down in the comment section below. So now I'm going to be talking about my most recent result for MOG antibodies. This test for MOG antibodies was taken on the 10th of December 2021, and the test result came back as a low positive, which is a little bit strange. Usually when I get the results of these tests back, they either just give a straight answer of positive or negative, and in my case it's always came back as positive. So for them to add a low positive, it's a little bit interesting, and I'm curious to see what has made them say low positive, because as far as I'm aware from what my neurologist has told me is that they never actually give the titer level of the result when they send the results back. So whenever I next get to meet my neurologist, that's something which I need to bring up. So what does this mean? A lower positive could be a sign that things are improving, and or that the azathioprine, which I'm taking as an immunosuppressive, as a preventative treatment, is doing its job to reduce anti-MOG antibodies in my blood. But this doesn't necessarily mean that I will be less likely to relapse or that I will be free from relapses in future. I have a video coming out soon about titers in MOG antibody disease and what they mean, so make sure you subscribe so that you don't miss it. So now I'm just waiting for the next appointment with my neurologist. He did say it was going to be in due course, but it's been quite a few months now, so I need to go and chase that up. And I'm still waiting for an MRI scan, which was mentioned in December when the blood was taken for the antibody test. But he did say that the current waiting list for an MRI scan are quite long. And that's basically all I have for you guys in this episode. So if you enjoyed the video, please be sure to give it a like. Every single time you like it, it helps us to raise awareness for MOG antibody disease